good. What's up, Cody?
This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU
Cody,
Tigers.
you made the schedule. Why is it not a night game?
Joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to
I know
the
you can't
action.
control the time.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there.
I just realized he's wearing white jerseys too. Oh my God.
Here comes a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Early in this season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost
I guess I should have broke
there.
out my
Both
purple
these teams
ones.
understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Looking deep to the right side.
Dang it.
Shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. To the air, it's Marshall.
I threw it right at him.
Oh, that one's picked off.
Well, this game's only a long one for me.
But the pick ends that threat.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I'm all
This
good
is
with
what
it, Cody.
coaches
I
love
don't
to
care
see.
about white on white.
Quarterback with the
It is what
ability
it
to
is.
read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The offense threatening now. 1st and goal. Ball handed to the running back and brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
But that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Motors
play,
into
Drake.
the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. And that mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
It's the tight end who grabs him, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Back to pass. It's Marshall. Cut quickly. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Second down play coming up. Looking to chuck it again. The receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They'll run it from the gun. First down, looking for more now. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable backs again on this roster, too.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Recovered by the defense and they're on the move.
This game is
That's
up
a
to
great
today.
play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
The Fresno State offense is back on the field. Fights off a defender. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's looking to scramble. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks for the first down gain.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
There's a 1st and 10 play. He finds some space. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Going toward the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Dropping back, it's Marshall. This time it's complete. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's past the marker and still going. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Inside the 30. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Nice grab. It's Fisher.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. The quick throw out left, complete. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. Well, Kirk, Fresno State has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. Will not be brought down. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looking for a receiver. Bringing pressure. Dumps it down to the back. They bring him down after a short gain there. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do.
1st down here for this offense. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
1st and 10 now for the offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll give it to the running back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He escapes the pocket, looking to the end zone, looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Offense rolling the dice on this 4th down call. And he drops back in the gun. He's running out of time here. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The fuck was that throw?
On that throw was the junior quarterback. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not going to be enough for the 1st down. I guess the only positive takeaway is it does give their punter a little bit more room now to be able to get this punt off safely.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And he takes it at the 40. They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab!
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. Let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Pass caught. 2nd down now. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Football comes out, and the defense comes up with the
My God.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. It's a fly to the wideout. It is intercepted. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here, he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
They test the middle there, but get nothing. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. And it's incomplete. You don't see an elite defensive back drop a would-be pick like that very often.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. And they hand it off to the back. And they try them little, but stuck for no gain. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down. And now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
So the drive stalls. The punt team on the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion.
It's the first halfback screen this one ran.
On the run here, lets it go. And it's
You
incomplete,
fucking asshole.
out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce because...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Marshall. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Catch is made down the middle. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The offense will quickly spend the timeout here after the play. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. Deep shot to the left side. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. He's back to throw again on second down. It's another deep shot. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Looking to throw. It's Pierce. Took contact on the throw. The ball is picked off. He can go. Touchdown, LSU. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Boy, in an instant, Chris, you go from having a chance to cut into this lead to now being down double digits after the interception return for a touchdown. What a play by this defense.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush gets home.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
He's looking deep again. Intercepted, picked off on the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
Back to throw. It's Marshall. Slides the quick throw. Tackle finally made at the 37. First and 10 from there.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. No surprise we're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions.
Oh, shit.
Free at the 35.
Oh, good fucking tackling, guys.
Right down the middle. It's a foot race. At the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. It was
was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
2nd down now after the sack. Looking downfield. It's Marshall.
Bro, the fuck kind of throw was that? Come on.
Over there. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up first down at the 33.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The receiver makes the catch. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or 2 on the outside and get a big play.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. He'll throw it now.
Bro, come on.
Well, that's
The fuck
everything
is this
you want to
game
see
doing
from
to
an
me?
offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Looking to pass. It's Marshall. The pass is caught. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Here we go. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Offense getting closer to the goal line after the encroachment penalty. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. On the defense, appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First and 10, looking to throw. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey and off the edge, Kiki Mingo. Just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. First throw from the backup is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Dropping back, it's Pierce. Defense is coming after him. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got a good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Has a pass to the end zone. They finally stop it, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down after a short gain. That'll wrap up the 3rd. And as we take a break to flip into the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 4th down, looking to throw for it. The pass rush closing in. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Bro, you fucking
Could take it all the way. They finally
did not hit that receiver, hit the fucking tight end.
After the takeaway.
Hey, it may be a little bit late, Chris, but they get the
damn it.
interception they're desperately looking for. Now, they're still down by 3 possessions, and it's a long shot. But if they can score and maybe get an onside kick, who knows?
Bought some time, now lets it go. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Back to pass. It's Pierce. Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
The receiver grabs it. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the 4th quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
Looking for 6. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Why you so bad? You think he
Incomplete
messed
pass,
that
and this
throw?
offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. And they've got him. It's a sack as they come up empty on 4th and goal.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. An inside deal now from the shotgun. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
He hands it off from the gun. He shreds the tackle. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Now it's 2nd down here. And here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. 3rd down, it's a handoff. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. It's an out, the catch made, and moves the football to the 27 and a first down.
Well, he's been their go-to guy.
Mothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. And now the handoff.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Good block, Eddie, too. Way to look at him. Stare him in the face as he makes a tackle.
Defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So now on comes the field goal unit. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away.
Oh, fucking missed.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 21 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To throw, it's Pierce. That's reeled in. It's Fisher. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And it's a kneel down.
Good game, buddy.
Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible for them. But for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.